At somewhere. Oh yeah, this is why we need the bird. Not for this room. We could jump across this. With just the roc's feather.
I mean, you should be able to fly over the rocks as well, but I mean, the bird's picky.
Here's why we need the bird.
Pit. Big fat pit.
I think when I was first played this game, I think I might have like tried this jump so many times. You can do weird jumps, but I think this one is impossible.
Without the bird.
Yeah.
Well, you know it. We need the bird for our bird key.
Yep, bird key, which takes us into Dungeon 7 of the game, which...
Bird Dungeon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bird Dungeon is very unique in this game. Compared to the others. For one reason.
Like, I just love the creativity of it. What do we call this dungeon? Tower of Hera? No. The Swamp Palace? No. Ganon's Tower? No. What do we call it then? Bird Cat Palace. Okay. Works for me.
Well, one thing you have to understand about this game, the difficulty is not really with the enemies you fight.
Well, it's not even that, but I'm just making fun of the name. It says Ganon's Tower, Tower of Hera, or Eastern Palace. This dungeon's name is just Bird Dungeon.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's difficult. I'm just saying it's a silly name.
I was more changing the subject, sort of, to what I want to talk about. It's like the difficulty with this game is actually the puzzles. When we get to Dungeon 7, you will understand.
That is one thing, actually, I remember now from this game, is that the puzzles were ridiculous.
I like them, but I can understand why some people might not.
Well, when I was playing this when I was maybe 7 years old. Maybe even, no, you're older than that. I was thinking maybe 12. Right. I have bad age gaps. But yeah, I was playing this when I was a lot younger, so me playing this that young and trying to figure out the puzzles that are going to appear in these dungeons, yeah, rage quitting was ensued. But I mean, that's just me being younger. I mean, nowadays I'm pretty sure.
Now this one, because of the nature of these gaps here, you can't use the bird to get across. Even though that makes physically no sense.
It's just because it's on a hill.
Yeah. Okay. Just reason why programming. And this is the item that made our sword glow before. Piece of power! See,
yeah, I saw that earlier, and I was thinking, it's like, that makes sense as to why Four Swords did that. They were using like little bits, Triforce bits.
You can additionally with the tunic thing, that's because it's Game Boy Color. You can also get a blue one that raises your defense.
Ah.
Instead of getting Omni attack, blow everything away with explosions everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how you open a tower. Well, you turn it 90 degrees.
Or a whole 180. I was gonna laugh.
90 plus 90, sure.
Yeah. But I was gonna laugh if it was gonna be a whole
pi.
turn.
You turn it pi.
You turn it pi ways.
Pi radians.
Level 7, Eagle's Tower. There you go. Okay, I was really hoping it was actually going to be like a decent name rather than just Bird Tower.
Huh. There's 4 maps here.
Oh dear. I imagine this is part of the puzzle.
Oh, it's not labeled yet. Okay. We're already in the switch blocks territory.
Oh, I remember this now. I remember this being a pain in the butt.
I meant the boomerang, not the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow won't help me anymore.
Because boomerang is best weapon ever.
Gimme. Yay. Huh. What's this? Yep, that's right. There are floors to this thing.
Gasp.
Actually, I'm gonna cheese this puzzle. We can't. You pretty much need the boomerang to cheese this. Boom.
Done. You got the mirror shield.
Uh-huh. You're supposed to do some wandering around shenanigans, but meh. And we're on a different square. In other words, this dungeon, yes, this dungeon has multiple floors.
4 floors to be exact?
Yes, it's the only dungeon in the game that has floors. And this becomes important. This orb is important.
Not moon power importance?
Sure. I don't even know what this thing is, aside from an orb. Give me. There we go.
Gotta slip through the cracks.
But just to save time, I'll show you what it's for. Oh, if it falls off the cliff, it'll respawn in the room you found it.
Yeah, don't, I wouldn't do that.
This is why we need it.
Screw the boomerang, this pearl here is the best weapon.
No.
Almost.
Oh, not these things. I hate these things.
Oh no.
Horse heads. Oh, there's a treasure in here.
Castlevania villains?
They'd kick... Nah. They probably... Well, they'd annoy me more than... Remember I said I hate random stuff? Well, yeah, we got it. We got the map!
At last you got the map. It only took you a little bit of...
To sum it up, they both have to land like this. If they land... Even if they match, if they land any other way, you have to try again.
That seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Then again, RNG in any game is super freaking ridiculous. Bird powers are not useful here, so...
Yeah, the bird... Yeah, no follower follows you into a dungeon. They disappear, and he's gonna disappear when we beat this dungeon, so... I know where he goes, but how he got there exactly without us is another question. Is that who I think it is?
Is it? Is it? Best buddy ever.
Actually, I think the fastest way to kill this thing is actually not... I know it's the most powerful weapon. Let's use something that will kill this guy in one shot, I think. Wait, what? No, not the arrow. Bomb arrow!
You're not supposed to kill them, though. He's a friend!
I killed Kirby, yes.
Yeah. Then again, with how many times they fight each other in Smash Bros, maybe they're not friends.
Kirby's a mass murderer, anyway.
A murderer with no end to his bloodlust.
Yep. You see it in his psychopathic smile. I know it looks sweet, but that's psychopath smile.
I mean, that's the smile that killed, that can kill Boo, according to certain resources. But that's to be expected.
Okay.
So aside from that one small puzzle in the second floor, then all 4 floors seem to have a certain puzzle to them, right?
The main puzzle of this dungeon is knocking over those pillars.
With the pearl.
Yeah, that's the main trick to this dungeon. And the point of that is we don't have to actually go to the 4th floor. We actually bring the 4th floor to us.
You don't get to a floor further than the fourth, though, do you?
No.
Like, the idea of it, then, is to just bring the force down.
Oh,
then.
these guys. Okay, let's do this. Okay, It's like spade is before club. Yay! If they match, you kill them. And they usually guard important stuff. And there are some of these guys we have to kill. So...
Oh, compasses are useful in this game.
It makes a sound that will tell you when keys are in the room.
I mean, the most important key you need to find is the boss key. But as long as it tells you where that is, then I guess that's fine.
Yeah, it chimes for that one, too. Actually, the keys in general are usually the most important, of any kind, are usually the most important item in any dungeon. Aside from the super treasure. Okay.
I like that mental image of Link holding the pearl in his hand, and then he's just pushing the block to the side with his freaking stomach. It's like, get going, you stupid block.
Well, strength is done more in your legs than your arms, I think so, if I recall right.
Well, you can use your arms to get like a stable grip and whatever, but you're pretty much using your body weight to push rather than like your legs or your back or anything. Still, it's still a funny image regardless.
Goomba dead. Oh.
Goomba blocked the dead end. Nice.
Well, looks like I can go back up the stairs and figure another way out of this. Okay. That thing stays there. We had to throw it here to get to that pillar.
Can you push those 3 blocks?
Where am I going? This way.
Puzzle solving.
No, this won't work, because this will just... I could do it this way, but... Why?
Why not? The perfect counter to any question. Why not? Unless you can actually think of a natural response. Then why not? It's just a time. So, why not?
Well, Wobbuffet is better than why not, right?
Depends if you really care that much for Wobbuffet. Which I don't.
Word puns will be word puns.
Word puns will be best puns.
I think I know what we need to do, sort of. Okay, I need to find a hole and go down it. In just the right spot. Maybe... here? Maybe? Maybe? Good enough!
Good enough. That seems to work.
See, we're on top of the shifting blocks now.
Yeah.
That's the only way on them is to fall from another floor.
Yeah.
Maybe we can jump over here to here. Yeah.
Man, you know a game can be mean sometimes when it doesn't even tell you that you can do that.
Remember, if you're doing it,
it's what they expect you to do too.
If you find yourself in a situation like this, like the past, you pretty much just get phased in and out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like the game doesn't tell you flat out that you're supposed to, you know.
This was a stone slab in the original version, but in the DX version, it's a stone beak for the owl statues that have a hole in them. It's supposed to complete a message. The idea is that it gives you a hint. Hint when you find this treasure in certain places. This version of the game has more hints than the original. Guardian Acorn, no!
And considering that this game is meant for you to be puzzle solving, that's kind of sad to say that they actually had to give you more clues to figure out what's even going on.
Like I said, they added more to this version.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the clues is actually really good. It actually almost is required to figure the puzzle out, unless you know what to do in advance.
Which, if you're playing this not the first time, that's pretty much a given.
Yeah, like in Dungeon 2...
What I mean by that is that, like, this game, if you're talking about the before version, like the actual original version, then it's kind of sad that they had to make a remake version with more hints, because the original just was not good at giving hints.
Actually, one of the most important hints is still in the original. In Dungeon 2, it tells you to kill the enemies in a certain order by their name. Is basically what the hint is, to get something.
And that's even more a reason that you need to read the instruction manual, so that you know what the enemies' names are.
Actually, they are not in the manual of this game. They're just in the they're just Zelda enemies that are in the manual for Zelda 1. Very much. You just gotta know the lore of Zelda in general to know what they are. It's basically Pole's Voice, Keese, and Stalfos. It's also a hood to Stalfos on the Game Boy, so how am I supposed to know that's a skeleton? For sure. So... And when I was first playing this, to top all that off, I could barely or was just learning to, or couldn't read.
This game can mean it's mean sometimes. I bet.
Hey, I played Zelda 1 before I could read.
Well, playing Zelda 1 before you can read that. Oh God! Now I can only imagine like somebody that cannot read at all trying to play any Zelda game nowadays.
Oh, Pokemon Gen 1 was even worse.
When a game is all reading. God, imagine if somebody that can't read trying to play Fire Emblem.
With support conversations.
Oh God. Bad day for everybody.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna fall down here. Goodbye, cruel world! Oh, wait. I'm alive. Yay!
Oh, wait. I'm just somewhere else.
You got the key. It's a small key.
You got that thing.
Let's see what treasure...
Have we ran into any, like, actual locked doors yet?
We ran into one at very early on. I probably knocked you... It was probably the part where I knocked you out and... Wait. Oops. I said too much.
Hold on. What happened? What happened while I was away? Who are you people? So now we just gotta find a locked door then, right?
Yeah. I'm stupid. I know where... No, not necessarily a door. Not necessarily a door in this game.
But something in here. Something
There
in
are just
here.
locked doors
door.
in this game.
Not doors, but slabs.
Locked blocks!
Lock blocks. That's pretty fun to say. Lock blocks.
Okay. You can go up to floor 3 and do nonsense up there right now. There's stuff to do up there. Go this way. Oh yeah, let's do floor 3 business before dealing with those guys.